is one coat of Essie Starry Starry Night over just a base coat, and by a base coat by Poundland's own make. And I have to say I got myself in a bit of a mess trying to apply this nail polish. It's quite thick and gloopy, and it's a bit stringy, but I do like it. I like it very much, especially as it's only one coat. I'm hoping it's not going to chip, and I'm hoping it's not going to stain my nails. So as I say, I did put a base coat on, because I'm indoor light at the moment, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like in sunlight, if we do get any sunlight, that is. It's been dark and dull and overcast, cloudy for so long now. It was about a week. It was a week ago I saw some sun last, I think. Full week ago. But this, I like this. I think this is very nice. It is nice. Oh, we'll see how it progresses. We'll see how it progresses over the week. Well, I'm pleased with this so far. This is only one coat of Starry Starry Night, and I had a bit of difficulty with application, but it certainly wasn't terrible. It certainly wasn't like Peak Show by Essie. That's one of the worst applications I've ever had, but that, you know, I just put it down to maybe a fluke that night. Got myself in a bit of a mess with doing this, but that's only a tiny bit left on there now. I had loads of it on my fingers last night, but I haven't got a top coat on it, and it's only one coat, and yeah, I hope that the layer of nail polish doesn't start to wear off, so that the blue glitter starts showing through as silver. Well, I think it is silver glitter, it's just that the blue nail polish, being slightly jellyish, is giving it the blue, you know, put blue over the top of it. But I like that. I don't want it poking through silver, as what happens sometimes. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. At least I can see the shimmer particles. Not like in Oat Tub, you couldn't really see the shimmer, not unless you looked with a magnifying glass or something. Even in bright daylight. Of course, we've got no sun. It's one of those grey days. Again, another overcast day, which always is here. I'm facing north anyway, so it's perpetually dim in this side of the house. But yeah. I mean, I'm at the front of the house and it faces north. That's what I meant to say. And I haven't really got a proper south facing wind. Well, I have, but I can't get to it. It's yeah, never mind. This is what I used as base coat. I thought I needed more help if I'm using a blue, especially an Essie blue that are quite notorious for staining your nails. And then I just, on this hand, on the left hand, I used that as this is a base and top coat, and I just smudged it slightly. But I used this as a top coat on this hand just to see if it makes any difference. But I'm leaving this hand, these nails bare as it were, and oh god, it's all over my cuticles there. But at least it's worn off from here, just about. I was in a right mess last night. So, well, this is without base coat, so that's a naked nail from, well, not naked nail, but no base coat. I mean, oh, get it right in a minute. No top coat is what I meant to say. See, sorry about that, but I get so anxiety-ridden when I'm doing videos that I tend to say things the wrong way round and not make sense. So, well, I can scrape that off a bit now, I hope, because I don't really want all over my cuticles. But this is it after being, you know, putting it on last night and then letting it, waiting for it to, but when it's been dry about an hour, then going to bed, or maybe a couple of hours, can't remember now, but maybe a couple of hours. So yeah, we'll see how it goes on throughout the week. I'll try not to make the video too long this time. I know I say it every time, but I do mean it this time. But I always mean it, but it seems... Stop talking. I hope we're recording. I've had problems with the computer again. As when haven't I got problems with the computer? Anyhow, this is the first morning, well, first day rather, after applying this last night, and I've put a top coat on this hand now, as I'm hoping I'll be able to show with the camera, but that's depending on whether I can upload it or not, because every time I put it in the card reader, and because the card reader that's in the computer no longer works, so I've got an external card reader, and they keep going, and it says it's USB device plugged in is not recognised, and it keeps saying that, or then it says do you want to format it, but I put no because and then I haven't had problems with the external hard drive that I plugged in. It said is not recognised, and then so I think the computer's just clogged up. Anyway, I'm going off on everything as usual. This is the bottle, but I think I feel the need to explain these things as to why I've got, you know, I don't know why I feel the need to explain it, because people aren't interested now, they just want to hear about the nail polish. So yeah, I applied a top coat, and I'm pleased with this so far. I wasn't too keen on, I wasn't too happy about the application of it. I must say it wasn't that wonderful, the application. But I think it's nice. I do like it. And also, I hope the top layer's not going to wear away to expose like a lot of silver glitter, because I like, because it doesn't look that silver in the bottle. I can't even see it. Where is it? I think there is silver glitter, but the blue polish makes it look blue, but I like that. I like the fact that it shows through as blue glitter as opposed to silver. I don't really want the silver showing. That's just me. I know some people may totally feel differently about it, but I got this one from Boots along with the others, so you get the nice wide Essie brush as opposed to, you know, the brush that you'd get if I'd ordered it online and it came from the US. I don't know why Essie does that. I mean, it's not right, isn't it? I can't imagine that the whole of the American market just wants narrow brushes. Maybe Essie thinks they do, but I have to say she's wrong. Oh, but isn't it L'Oreal that owns Essie now? I don't know how much say she has in what goes on now, but yeah, I wish they had a uniform brush width for both. For all universally, so that maybe if, you know, if they're intent on releasing some with narrow brushes, then there'd be a choice, some with narrow brushes, some with wide brushes. So for those who want the wide brushes, we can get them. I know we can get them over here in the UK. But I can't always get all the Essie polishes I want. Like if I want marshmallow, I can't get that in the shops. They don't. Well, there's only one shop, there's only one Boots that actually stocks Essie, but they don't do the marshmallow, so I have to get that online, so it always comes with the narrow brushes. Anyhow, I've rambled on long enough. This is the first day of wear of Starry Starry Night, and very nice it is too. I know it's not the original. I know the original one, people are saying, oh, that was much nicer. But in the swatches, the pictures I've seen of the original, to be honest, I wouldn't have said that was a lot different to the Stargazer one that I've got, or Zoya's Dream. Look, let me just show you what I'm talking about. Oh, I should have stopped the recording, shouldn't I? Never mind. I wouldn't have said that the original Essie, Starry Starry Night, was a lot different to this. I've done swatches of these, but I haven't got time to mess around with it now. And Zoya's Dream. But so really I prefer this one. And on that happy note, and because I'm one of those people that are annoyed if I know I've said something wrong or I've got something wrong. When I was talking about putting the card in, and I said if it says, I've learnt by bitter experience, if it says format it, you don't, well, of course I've never agreed to do that because I know that that would completely wipe everything on it. What I meant, I know it says that anyway, you can't use this card unless you format it, so I always just say no, obviously. But what I meant to say was, once before when I put the memory card in, it says something about, oh, I can't remember the exact words, but something about there's a problem on there, do you want Windows to fix it? And sometimes that happens on this. And, oh, I can feel it whirring, the hard drives, the external hard drive. So I say yes, and it does, and it's still okay. But I did it to a memory card once from out of the camera, and the card was completely unusable afterwards. I couldn't do anything with it. So that's what I'm saying. When I plug the card in the first few times, if anyone else is having this problem, it does say USB device not recognised. So I keep taking it out, plugging it in, doing it again and again, and eventually it'll say, do you want Windows to scan and fix? Well, if it's a memory card from a camera, my advice is to say no, because if you say yes, it'll fix it all right, so that it's totally unusable afterwards. So I'll just say no each time, and then it'll say continue without scanning, and I'll say yes. And then all the gobbledygook and alien hieroglyphics or whatever comes up, folders and folders and folders, and I scroll right down, and then the videos and images are there, perfectly okay, and I'm able to then copy and paste them onto the, upload them onto the, I'll copy and paste onto the computer onto the hard drive from the camera's memory card. That's what I meant to say. Oh, can we stop, please? Can we please stop? I applied this Essie Wednesday night, and I've got tipware with it already, and this one was chipped and I had to touch it up just now, so not too happy with that. I do like it, I like the way it looks, but yeah, tipware. Yeah, so tipware. Don't like tipware. Oh, I've lit up my lights that I usually have on at Easter. These LEDs. Anyhow, back to the nail polish review. I think it's going to be another long one. Yeah, I won't be doing any more for this Essie because even though I like it, look how it's chipped. That's just happened in the last half hour. It's really chipped very badly now, and it certainly hasn't been on a week. It's Saturday night now, early hours of Sunday morning, and I put it on Wednesday night. And I know, okay, it's probably a glitter, and that's why it hasn't lasted very long, but it's chipped really badly. And I had tipware with it, so it looked tatty, and I had to keep touching it up throughout the week, and it would have chipped even more than this if I hadn't kept touching it up in the week, so I should be taking this off very shortly. So I won't be doing any more on this now, because there's no point leaving it on any longer than like over the weekend, because as you can see, it's it's very very tatty now. Hey. It's off. Starry, starry, starry night. No. Well, I'm just seeing if we can get a different perspective on this, if you might see the sparkles from it if I switch off the light. I mean, just try and ignore the chipped areas and just see if you can see the sparkles. Actually, I probably need to I probably need to get rid of the lights while I sort this out. I think you can see the shimmery, glimmery bits in there. It's nice. I like it. I liked it enough to buy a second bottle as backup. But so yeah, I think I've certainly done a full and comprehensive review. Yet again, most people's estimation probably a too long review, but I like to be really thorough about these things, and I think no one can say I haven't been. Bye. I don't think you could see accurate colour with the yellow lights. So yeah, one last look. It's nice, but oh, it does chip. So yeah, after a few days wear, that's chipped really badly, I'm afraid. Unpleasantly chipped. But a nice nail polish, nevertheless. Now the only one I've got to try is the bikini with a martini, and I've got a Max Factor one, which is like a total dupe for it. So the only one I didn't buy from the retro revival collection was Life of the Party. That's the only one I didn't bother to get. I've got, you know, other metallic reds, so, and that's not something I wear that often. So anyhow, enough. I think I've rambled on long enough. Bye. Again, I say this again, but when the word comes along, you know that's the end of the video, as I've explained many times now, as any regular watcher will know. But yeah, it is nice though. It's a shame that yeah, shame it chips so much. Yeah, bye.